fellow Monkeyology enthusiasts. GloKidd here with the next part of our Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge Ultimate Talkie Edition playthrough. We're going to go ahead and jump right in because we are in the final stages of this game. This is not the final video though. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let's jump right to it. Cheers. I always liked my original, like before Curse and everything, like the story my kid brain created too about like post ending, and I drew a picture of what I thought if LeChuck was actually Guybrush's brother, and for the sake of saying it, we'll call him Charles L. Threepwood. And I used to draw pictures of Charles L. Threepwood all the time, trying to imagine what he looked like as a human, as his brother and whatnot, within the same sort of clothing style and stuff. But I'm sure they're all terrible because, you know, kids, but... Alright, so I could go back and talk to her, or I could just hop in the crate. But, you know, we're going for dialogue, and this is already right at the end, so... Well, I mean, not right at the end. We still got a little bit of walking around on Dinky Island and some LeChuck's Fortress stuff. I love that they made the staircase in Thimbleweed Park like 3 stories tall, too. It's insane. I feel like I don't even need to come back and talk to you about
Guybrush, you don't have any time to waste. I can offer you no more help.
Okay, fine.
Your destiny is in your own hands now.
I did not need to come back and talk to her at all, so... I was not paying attention, and I was enjoying our little tangent there. And yeah, it's, it keeps me awake sometimes too. Just the thought that any one of these guys might be kicking around with an alternate version at home that, you know they're legally not allowed to do anything with. I'm sure Ron Gilbert has a build that has all of those scenes just in it, because he can do that because he's got the source code and he can still play with it on his own systems, right? He's not allowed to, he has copies of the code. He's not allowed to distribute it or anything like that because of legal reasons, I'm sure. Yeah, like, I would love to see that early version of Loop. Oh my god. The amount of time and occasionally money that I've spent just to get a slightly different experience of the exact same game, really, you know. Yeah, to play an actual variation of it, like, this wasn't the one that made the cut, but this is still a playable thing. That'd be so cool. So cool. Like, if I could focus my channel to just being that would be wonderful. I'd do, like, one thing every day. I'm enjoying making tons of content, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. Wow, I am just not doing what I'm supposed to. I'm talking and randomly walking through Scab Island. So let's go hop in the crate like we're supposed to in the first place. Swamp. And like, very clearly, like, Dread ship's nowhere to be seen. So he's like, I am gone to open crate. Walk to crate. Use crate. Okay, that's weird. That's super weird. Maybe it's something that was thrown in with the CE.
Hey, Rich.
But it seems like they'd have to add in. It's probably, you're probably right. It's probably something that they put back in while looking at source code.
Sounds like it.
Something that didn't need to be
Let's get it
cut.
on the truck.
But now I am a little more frustrated because they must have seen these coded out freaking giant cutscenes, and they should have put those in the special edition.
In the small
I
I
actually really love the Monkey Island 2 special edition. Think the amount of care that they put into it compared to the first one, which wasn't a lack of care, they had more budget for it. But
stay alive.
I actually really love, but I will say
Eventually,
that knowing
Guybrush
now
and the rest of
that
the
they knew
slithery
those
cargo
cutscenes were
are
there
delivered
and
to the
just
very
commented out,
doorstep of
just
the
commented
Caribbean's
out,
most
and
fearsome
that's,
villain, living or dead, the ghost pirate.
at least that's what I got from the stream, and I may be wrong, in which case, you know, pardon my
LeChuck's
ignorance,
crate of
but
voodoo supplies. You know, we
it should have
usually
been
don't
but
deliver
those
out
cutscenes should have been
this
put
far,
back in.
and you
It would
guys
have been
fucking for a
the
tip.
tipping thing
Well,
to make
we
it
figured
a
since
wonderful way for
you
even classic
figured
festival.
wrong.
You know,
LeChuck
yeah, they throw in the
don't
redraw
tip
scenes,
nobody.
but then go back into classic
Gee.
mode. They're still there.
What a butt.
And it's the originals that were. That's the point of a re-release of a director's cut. Do a director's cut. Put it all out. Yeah, I do feel that how they ended up doing LeChuck's office was such. I'm gonna say that was a cop out, and also I feel like a dumbass for trying so hard to open it without actually trying to open it. One weird thing I always. Maybe this door would have went to that other room, because I could believe the voodoo room being attached to this
Wally!
prison. If you're
Mr.
dealing with dark
Brush?
magics,
Is that
dying
you?
spirits is probably a great source of power.
Are you alright?
It was horrible. They abducted me in my office. Brought me here in a duffel bag. Interrogated me. Then they
took away your
What?
monocle
What?
from it, didn't they?
took away my monocle for a while.
I see.
That I do remember seeing. I do believe. Okay, stand back. I'm gonna bust
Okay,
down the door.
stand back. I'm gonna bust down the door.
What are you, nuts? Go get the key. He probably keeps it in his office down the hall.
I wanted him to go full on Dave Miller with that though, and just like run at the thing and do a little spin around animation. That would be really cool. And it would be cool for that puzzle to be put in an adventure game without somebody blatantly putting in like the Alice in Wonderland Drake Me potion to do it or something like that. You know. So totally. Plus,
Could you
it would
please stop
have
that
given
annoying
us
swinging?
a wonderful headcanon for what I have
Sorry.
knew would be used for a magical formula forever. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I've made a few pretend voodoo dolls over the years. Of course, I didn't rob any graves, so that's probably why they
map,
didn't.
Wally.
Also,
What about
you know,
the map?
video game stuff. But you know.
Oh, LeChuck's got it, but who cares?
Who cares?
Yes, I memorized the whole thing before he took it. It's on an island called Dinky, not too far from here. After you bust me out of here, we could steal a boat and go there.
I'm gonna go get that key.
Interesting.
Okie dokie.
His keyhole. I've been playing through Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dream Stride twice, which by the way has so it keeps on going up, the amount of Monkey Island references that have been popping up constantly. Oh my god. So let's look at this. Get the start. my experience, what happened to me mostly, and maybe it's because I've been playing it in ScumVM for too long, but it's always like, you just go back through the one you just went through. Let's go ahead and look at the thing. Rib leg hip. Not this way, huh? Maybe it's just part of the gag. Because, like, here you got all these... It's really supposed to be stressing you out. You're like, oh my god, I found this game's... found this game's horrible maze, and we're gonna be stuck for a rib leg hip. And of course, it's the only one that's there. Push ugly bone thing. Let's look at this, and I bet you I'm going right back here. It's probably hip, arm, head. Hip, arm, head. Head, rib, leg. Okay. It's probably the other one on the screen. Head, rib, leg. No! Wow, that was close. What the heck? Obviously, I clicked that. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. Arm, head, rib. Arm, head, rib. Well, this one's done right. Look at one last time. Gonna be one or the other. Leg, hip, arm. I think that was just another jab at the Sierra mazes I have to touch. Is like, okay, here's our giant scary thing, and you know, there's all these arrows. It looks really confusing. There's front, back, and everywhere, and but you really just push the same thing over. You push the same thing 4 times, and then you come to this place. You know, you can look at all these locks. Like, ooh, I'm gonna open the locks.
It doesn't seem to
You
open.
struggle with it first. Let's use these pins in.
I don't think I should pin that.
Or okay, let's use knives. And then,
My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
this isn't gonna work. And then it works, and then see, it's just like, wait, close it.
That doesn't seem to work.
This. That would make sense, and yeah, this would be the code here or something. Open. All right. Look at the size of that key. It's an impressive voodoo throne too.
That doesn't seem to work.
Look at how big it is. How the fuck is LeChuck sitting on that if I'm that small? You see this? Like, this seems like this is a bit of an oversight. Like, LeChuck, like, Guybrush should scale to be bigger when he's here. Cause how the fuck is LeChuck even sit? Maybe it's a desk around it. I don't know. Let's trigger the mousetrap.
Guybrush.
Yeah, okay, it is a desktop. Then that makes
You
sense.
have finally been caught. I have searched every island, sailed every sea, and now you are mine. What do you have to say for yourself? Chicago.
Yes, sir, LeChuck, sir.
Take Guybrush down to the torture chamber and get the machine set up.
Yeah, now that
Yes,
I think
sir.
back to them, totally.
You'll be in a heap of trouble, Guybrush Threepwood. Now that you are mine, you will pay for what you did to me.
Hey, what's a little root beer between
I mean,
friends?
really, he's so
Silence! There
dejected.
is only one thing
He
more
literally
painful
punched us all over
than
the
being
fucking
resurrected
island
from the
for
dead and
a really long time. Like,
crammed into a rotting
he's a
body.
ghost.
Do you know
Guybrush
what
is
that
not.
is?
Guybrush should not have survived. He's just lucky he
It
did.
is what is about to happen to you.
Can't we talk this thing out?
You see that candle over there? When it burns through that rope, the bag will fall on the bellows. When it is compressed, it will shoot a single lead bullet, which will ricochet off that pan.
I'm not
Then
sure
off
I
the
ever
shield
noticed
behind
the
me,
additional of the
bounce
harpsichord
off that other
layer
shield,
when he starts
finally
talking about
striking
this
the green
Rube
blue. When it
Goldberg
pops,
setup
it will
he's
cause
got
that
set
lever to fall,
to kill us.
releasing that ratchet on the chain wheel.
I think, and what I mean
and
is,
sending
I've
you
noticed it in
down
the
into
song,
the
but I
pit
didn't
of
notice that it was like, it was almost like a
Jeez.
cue. I guess it's a time
know what
scene
happens
anyway, so
next.
it didn't really have to rely on an unused cue.
Well,
But it's like
I
the
will take
instrument
your
was added in
bones,
and
still
then
alive
removed
and in great
during
pain,
the
and make them
explanation of
into a
his
chair.
device.
I will call it my screaming chair. Every morning I will sit in it and listen to you scream.
I've threatened to do that
Any
to so many
questions?
people in my life. This game is what iMuse is supposed to be. I don't know that any other title utilized it to the same degree. Perhaps Sam & Max. But it is such a massive part of this game's presentation. Wandering around Wood Tick is weird without it. That's why I couldn't do it as an Amiga playthrough. Not having the sound always there, it didn't feel like the game was right.
who won the World Series in '56?
Chicago.
Interesting.
Isn't it dangerous to leave a pit of acid uncovered?
Safety is not my concern in this situation.
Why do adventure games cost so much?
I'm growing tired of your
Oh,
stupid
darn.
questions.
I should have asked that
Prepare
sooner.
to die.
Because he probably would have said scanned in VGA background.
He didn't say what he was going to do to me.
An ottoman comes to mind.
As much. So when we did the Monkey Island, the secret playthrough, we did like shift fast to do the death scene. I don't. That's great. I forgot about that. I only really played through light mode once or twice, just for out of pure craving of having more game to play, or a different way to play the game, as I've spoken about before. So let's spin on Wally.
Boy, this stuff makes my spit thick.
Special. I'm gonna have to throw on like my German copy and French copies, because I know they translate all of this as well in those localizations, and I'm just curious to see what they have here. Like, what is their... Yeah, but I do believe you can, if you just leave them. Like, for 10 minutes ago, they get lowered into the pit, don't they? Could have sworn they did. I thought I did that when I played through them recently. But not the Guybrush and Wally skeletons. Yeah, okay. Yeah, having them be pulled back out as oh, and I would have done it as Maniac Mansion style skeletons too. I mean, they wouldn't have done that here. That's not their art style at this moment. But that would have been hilarious. Especially in today's context. Totally. Oh, and then you get to be, instead of just bobbing and whatnot, LeChuck makes you into the furniture. And you can just, like, instead it's like scream, wail, moan. You know, like... It's really dark, but also hilarious. So, let's spit on Wally.
Hey! Watch it with a spit.
Oh no.
What be going on in here? Largo, relight the candle. Guybrush,
I have to sample that beat.
Find him.
I bet LeChuck is really cheesed off now.
Yep.
Hey, Wally?
Yeah?
Where are we?
Good question.
Classic. Stuff. Crates. Stuff. Crates. If you had just come off of playing all the previous games other than Monkey Island and Loom, I guess so, you'd be hunting around for a light switch pop up. Where's the damn light switch? I prefer the descriptors that he uses when you don't open it before coming here.
There's some stuff in here. I think that these are matches. And this thing feels like a bomb.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, no, I think we just created something that needs to go in this director's cut.
Holy skunk sweat!
They cut out our scenes
Ouch!
for this and the spit. Although, realistically, that scene isn't too complicated, right? It's a background image, one rotating image, or one very, you know, there's not a ton of frames of animation to that. But when they keep mentioning, like in these streams where it's all like, oh, we had to think of floppy
Hours
disks.
later.
It's like, but you chose that over these beautiful scenes with. Oh, jeez. Of course we did. Because Guybrush is a fucking psychopath. Well, he's not a psychopath. He's just perhaps a narcissist. No. It really depends on how you play it, but the implication is he doesn't battle I to doing terrible things.
Ollie wants a cracker. Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
I could
Okay.
come and waste my time talking to Herman. You know?
Oh,
I really
no,
could
no,
do
that's
that.
not right.
Hi, Herman.
Oh, hi. I've been waiting for you.
That's fine. Interesting. Interesting. I never really noticed the differences between the sprites. Yeah.
I'm looking for a treasure. Have you seen any?
There are many treasures here, found and unfound. The beauty of the ocean, for example. Or the treasure of the past, seen in the rings of trees or the half-remembered...
Yes, that's quite true.
No, we're not doing that.
And of course there's the treasure of patience.
No, there is. And,
I think I have better things to do than talk to you.
no, we're not doing this, Herman.
I think you will
No.
find that the concept of better things is the frailest of illusions.
Oh, no, that's not right. Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
Hey, there's a cracker in here.
Well, maybe that the fact that Elaine was basically the same sprite was to imply that she wasn't supposed to be, you know, this big thing long term. I think this game showed very well that they were definitely on the outs. She was into trying to fix things, but he was obsessed with whatever quest he was on all the time. Smash. Yeah, maybe he actually earns her affection in the third one, or he finds somebody proper who you're supposed to be with there. It wouldn't have been Kate Capsize, though, I don't think. I think if they suddenly had her show up in the third game and suddenly be important, it would feel really forced. Wow, yeah, I just went so far into weird headcanon bullshit for myself and my If anybody gets the opportunity to make that game, don't let yourself explore the weird tropey shit that I was just thinking of, please. No, Kate is not important. I would have enjoyed the little throwaway if Bosun Krebs actually ended up being Kate Capsize instead of Bosun Krebs. I would have enjoyed that throwaway for its throwawayness, but it would be like, yay, here's this beloved character that I've, get to see again. I don't think there's a whole lot of supporting that way. Yeah. Catherine C. Krebs. But then her story completely clashed with the concept. It was a bait and switch. She should have been Kate Capsize. Or if she was going to be Krebs, come up with give me 15 seconds of backstory that fixes it. Exactly. That's what I mean. Do it as a throwaway instead.
Hey, dynamite, just like it says on the side.
Alright, so we're going to cut that one there and then come back in the next episode. We'll be wrapping up this one in the next episode or two, and then we're going to do a bonus episode afterwards where we check out some different versions and stuff. That's going to be fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, click like and maybe even subscribe. If you have any feedback, leave a comment. And if you want to see us do this live, check us out at twitch.tv/TheRealGloKid on Tuesdays and Thursdays at about 1 o'clock Pacific Daylight Savings Time, PDT. Also, I'm available on Twitter at Grant Yeager. Check that to see the most current updates on when we're going to be streaming. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day.